ترى الصوت يا العباد مش واضح عندنا. العباد ما فيش صوت ترى عندنا. هل سامعين العباد؟ حد سامع العباد؟
لا دكتور.
لا ما في صوت.
نفس المشكلة دكتور.
اوكي ما فيش مشكلة. العباد ما سامعينك، حاول حل المشكلة اللي عندك. Meanwhile read the poem students. Meanwhile read the poem.
Doctor, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
The poem Frost at Midnight, it's not with us, right? We skip it.
Yes. We skipped Frost at Midnight. Yes.
Okay.
طبعا let me tell you students that John Keats belongs to the younger generation of English romantic poets, right? John Keats belongs to the younger generation of English romantic poets, along with who? With Lord Byron or George Gordon طبعا, Percy Bysshe and William Blake, right?
Yes.
The leading figures, the leading figures of the romantic movement طبعا were William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, right? William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. طبعا one of John Keats' greatest achievements is the sequence of his 6 lyric odes. One of John Keats' greatest achievements is the sequence of his 6 lyric odes. اللي هم Ode on Agron Urn, a poem that we are studying this semester. Ode on Indolence, Indolence, Ode on Indolence. Ode to Psyche, Psyche, Ode to Psyche. Ode to a Nightingale, Nightingale, Ode to a Nightingale. Ode on Melancholy, Melancholy, and to Autumn. So we have Ode on a Grecian Urn, Ode on Indolence, Ode to Psyche, Ode to a Nightingale, Ode on Melancholy, and to Autumn. The main themes of the poetry of John Keats, اللي هم number 1, the beauty of nature, and you know that every romantic poet focuses on or talks about the beauty of nature. So the beauty of nature. Number 2, the relationship between imagination and the creativity. The relationship between imagination and the creativity. Number 3, the response of the passions to beauty and suffering. The response of the passions to beauty and suffering. And number 4 is the transience of a human life in what? In time. The transience actually of a human life in time. And I'm pretty sure you can see these 4 themes in this single poem, اللي هي Ode on a Grecian Urn. You can see these 4 themes in this single poem, Ode on a Grecian Urn. So the beauty of nature, the relationship between imagination and the creativity, the response of the passions to beauty and suffering, and the transience of human life in time. Okay, Now, I think you have already finished reading the poem, guys, right? What is the poem about? Did you read the poem, students?
Not yet, Doctor.
We was listening to you, Doctor. So
Okay. Okay. In order not to lose time, okay, let us listen to the poem. ما شاء الله كلها دعايات، لما تفتح اليوتيوب يعني كلها دعايات.
An ode on a Grecian urn.
Okay, 1 second, please. Yes.
Thou still unravished bride of quietness, thou foster child of silence and slow time, sylvan historian, who canst thus express a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme. What leaf-fringed legend haunts about thy shape, of deities and mortals, or of both? In Tempe or the dales of Arcady? What men are god are these? What maidens loth? What mad pursuit? What struggle to escape? What pipes and timbrels? What wild ecstasy? Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Therefore, these soft pipes play on, not to the sensual ear, but more endeared, pipe to the spirit ditties of no tone. Fair youth, beneath the trees, thou canst not leave thy song, nor ever can those trees be bare. Bold lover, never, never can thou kiss, though winning near the goal yet, do not grieve. She cannot fade, though thou hast not thy bliss, forever wilt thou love, and she be fair. Ah, happy, happy boughs, that cannot shed your leaves, nor ever bids the spring adieu, and happy melodist, unwearied, forever piping songs ever new. More happy love, more happy, happy love, forever warm and still to be enjoyed, forever panting and forever young, all breathing human passion far above, that leaves a high heart sorrowful and cloyed, a burning forehead and a parched tongue. Who are these coming to the sacrifice? To what green altar, O mysterious priest, leadst thou that heifer lowing at the skies, and all her silken flanks with garlands dressed? What little town by river or seashore, or mountain built with peaceful citadel, is emptied of this folk, this pious morn? And, little town, thy streets forevermore will silent be, and not a soul to tell why thou art desolate, can e'er return. O Attic shape, fair attitude, with breed of marble men and maidens overwrought, with forest branches and the trodden weed, thou, silent form, dost tease out of thought, as doth eternity, cold pastoral. When old age shall this generation waste, thou shalt remain, in midst of other woe than ours, a friend to man, to whom thou say'st, beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all they know on earth, and all they need to know.
Okay, let us read the poem together. And Nahdi, could you please read for us?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, ya Nahdi.
Thou still unrefugent bride of quietness, thou foster child of silence and slow time, Sylvan historian, who canst thus express a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme. What leaf-ringed legend hunts about thy shape of deities or mortals, or of both, in Tempe or the dales of Arcady? What men or gods are these? What madness loath? What mad pursuit? What struggle to escape? What pipes and timbrels? What wild ecstasy? Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Therefore, ye soft pipes play on, not to the sensual ear, but more endeared pipe to the spirit deities of no tone. Fair youth, beneath the tears, thou canst not leave thy song, nor ever can those trees be bare. Bold lover, never, never canst thou kiss, though winning near the goal yet. Do not grieve, she cannot fade, though thou hast not thy please. Forever wilt thou love, and she be fair. Ah, happy boughs that cannot cheat your leaves, nor ever bid the spring adieu, and happy melodies unwearied, forever piping song forever new. More happy love, more happy love, forever warm and still to be enjoyed, forever painting and forever young, all breathing a human passion far above, that leaves a heart high, sorrowful, and cloud, a burning forehead, and a parching tongue.
Yes, thank you so much, ya Nahdi. Turkey, could you please continue reading for us?
Who
Yes, ya.
are these? Who are these coming to the sacrifice? To what green altar? O mysterious priest, leadest thou that high furlowing at the skis?
Heifer, actually. You know the meaning of heifer, right? heifer اللي هو young cow يعني. Okay.
Ah,
Young cow, yes.
and all her silken flax with the garlands dressed.
Mhm.
What little town by river or seashore, or mountain built with peaceful citadel?
Citadel. Okay. Citadel يعني castle, right? Okay. Yes.
Is emptied of this folk, this spouse mourn, and little town, thy streets for evermore. will silence be, and not a soul to tell? Why thou art desolate, can e'er return? O Attic shape, fair attitude, with the breed of marble men and middens overwrought, with the forest branches and the trodden weed. Though silent from dust tease us out of thought, as doth eternity called pastoral, when old age shall this generation waste, thus shalt remain in midst of other woe than ours, a friend to man, to whom thou sayest, beauty is truth, truth beauty, that is all. Why know on earth and all you need to know?
Yes, thank you so much. Now, when we say ode on a Grecian urn, what is the meaning of Grecian? Yes, exactly. This is a reference to Greek, right? Okay, we say Grecian. Okay, yes, when we say Grecian. Okay, this is a reference actually to you say to Greece. Okay, actually, we say ode on a Grecian urn. Okay, urn. What is the meaning of urn when we say urn?
للجرة أتوقع.
Yes, it's a vase, right? It's like a vase. Okay, it's like a vase. So ode on a Grecian urn. Now, by the way, the speaker here in this poem describes pictures imprinted on the urn, right, on the sides of the urn. He's standing before an ancient urn and starts actually describing the pictures on that urn. He starts asking questions about the stories that these pictures may tell. And it's very clear actually that the pictures on the urn provoke questions more than they provide answers. The pictures on the urn actually provoke questions more than they provide answers. So yes, the speaker actually describes the value of art. He describes the beauty of nature in this poem. Okay, he talks about the value of art. And he suggests actually that the urn or art does not age or die. It's immortal, eternal. Okay. Let us read the poem for a second time here. Yazid al-Maliki.
Thou still unravished bride of quietness, thou foster child of silence and slow time.
Yes, you still unravish the bride of a quietness. It's very clear that the speaker addresses the urn, right? It's very clear that the speaker now is standing before the urn and addressing it, right? He speaks directly to the urn, actually. He speaks directly to the urn. He says, thou still unravished. Unravished, يعني, a newly married, right? A newly married, okay? A newly married, okay? Newly married bride of a quietness. Thou foster child. You foster child. Thou foster child. Thou adopted child, yani, of silence and slow time. So the urn, in other words, is married to a guy, to a man called quietness. And the urn seems to be what? The adopted child. The urn seems to be the adopted child of a quietness and silence. The urn, okay, is newly married to a man called a quietness, and it seems to be the adopted child of silence. Okay, go on, please.
Sylvan historian who canst thus express a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme.
Okay, Sylvan historian. You know the meaning of Sylvan, right? Sylvan historian means rustic historian. Sylvan means rustic, R-U-S-T-I-C. Rustic or rural. Rustic or rural. So the stories actually, okay, that the urn tell us seem to be what? Stories about nature. Seem to be what? Stories about nature, about rural life, about rustic life. So the urn is just like the urn is just like a historian who recounts stories from the past. So Sylvan historian who can thus express a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme. The point here is that the stories that the stories that the urn tells us is more beautiful than our stories, than the stories of humans. Because actually the most powerful truths are to be found in art. The most powerful truths are to be found in art. So a flowery tale more sweetly than our rhyme. So the urn tells us beautiful stories, flowery tales, flowery stories, sweet stories that are more beautiful actually than our stories, than the stories of humans. Okay. Yes, go on, please.
What leaf French legends hunt about thy shape of deities of or mortal or of both
Yes.
in Tempe or the dales of Arcade. What men are
Okay. Yes. Okay. In Tempe or the Dales of Arcady. Tempe and Arcady, by the way, these are traditional symbols. These are traditional symbols of of perfect pastoral landscapes in Greece. Tempe and Arcady are traditional symbols of what? Of perfect pastoral landscapes in Greece. يعني على سبيل المثال زي ما نقول مثلا الإحساء أرض النخيل. فلما نقول الإحساء هي ترمز للنخيل على سبيل المثال. واضح الفكرة؟ You see the point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
But these are what traditional symbols. Okay, Tempe and Arcady are traditional symbols actually of perfect pastoral landscapes. And keep in mind that the pictures on the urn, as we have just mentioned earlier, seem to provoke questions more than provide answers. For now, the speaker standing before the urn starts asking questions about the stories that the pictures on the urn may tell us. Al-Ja'far, any questions?
ما عندي سؤال يا دكتور، بس محمد العيسى تو متواصل معي يقول مو راضي يدخل على البلاك بورد.
ما في مشكلة، هو واضح انه inactive عندنا، ما في مشكلة. Yes. Yes. So what leaf-framed actual legend haunts about thy shape of deities or mortals? Deities, you know the meaning of deities, right? Deities يعني gods, right? Deities means gods with a small g طبعا. Okay, the g is small. What leaf-framed legend haunts about thy shape of deities or mortals or of both? So what kind of stories the pictures on the urn tell us? Do they tell us stories about gods, about humans, or about both? Do they describe landscapes in Tempe, or do they describe pictures in the dales of Arcady, in the valleys يعني, in the valleys of Arcady? Okay. The speaker seems to examine another picture on the urn, and he says, what men or gods are these? He wonders about this picture actually, and he says, does this picture actually tell us about men or about gods? What maidens loathe? Maidens, you know the meaning of maidens, right? Maidens means women, right?
Yes.
Loath, it means unwilling. You loathe to do something, it means you are unwilling to do something. So he says, what maidens loathe? What mad pursuit? What struggle to escape? Now, what maidens loathe? What mad pursuit? What struggle to escape? The speaker examines another picture on the urn, and this picture seems to describe actually, or to tell us a story about a group of women who seem to escape the advances of their pursuers. What maidens loathe? What mad pursuit? So we have a group of men, okay, who seem to be pursuing a group of women. المكتبي بيبعث لنا رسالة، ما أعرف. أوكي. المكتلي، هل موجود معنا المكتلي؟ هل صوتي واصل عند الجميع؟
اي يا دكتور.
Yes, yes.
تمام. ما أعرف شو المكتلي، شو المشكلة. ما أعرف شو المشكلة عند المكتلي. Okay. So what maidens loath, what mad pursuit, what the struggle to escape? As I have just said, it seems that the speaker is examining another picture on the urn, which seems to describe group of men actually pursuing طبعا okay, reluctant or unwilling women. So what struggle to escape? What pipes and timbrels? You know the meaning of timbrels, right? Timbrels means percussion, okay, percussion instruments اللي هي زي الطبول يعني خلينا نقول. Musical instruments. Pipes, I'm pretty sure you know the meaning of pipe, right? We say pipe, piper, right?
Yes.
Okay, you know the meaning of pipe. So what pipes and timbrels, what wild ecstasy? Looking at another picture on the urn, which sounds to be a kind of what? Wild ecstasy. Wild ecstasy is just like a kind of what, you know, celebration, a kind of celebration. This picture seems to be describing what? A celebration, a group of pipers, okay, a group of musicians, a group of people who are what? Who are celebrating. This is with regard to the first stanza. Any questions? If you have any questions about the first stanza, feel free to ask. I think the idea is clear, right? I think the idea is clear. The man actually speaks to the urn as a historian, someone who tells us, you know, stories from the past. But keep in mind that the speaker actually what? Talks about the value of art. Talks about the value of the urn, which is a piece of art. And the urn actually tells us truths, true stories, let us say true stories actually, from ancient what? From ancient Greece. From ancient Greece.